Hey, it's time to dish with D. That's me. It's the next day in our vlog series, Care. Now, if you didn't see my vlog yesterday, I will link it in the cards. It's on one side. I don't know. I think it's, if I do this, it's on there. If I don't know, I'll link it above. And check out that video. It's an acronym that I came up with, and we're going to do each day, we're going to stick with one of the letters. And today, it's going to be C. C for commit. I want you to truly commit. I mean, there's one thing to say, I'm going to join Weight Watchers, or I'm going to enroll in iTrackBites, or I'm going to enroll in, I'm going to buy an app, Lose It. There's many apps. My Fitness Pal, Lose It. I'm just going off the top of my head, ones that I've had on my phone. And you buy the app and you think, okay, that's it. No, committing is more than just loading the app, purchasing the app, and filling out the demographics. It's following through on the plan every day. Not just once a day, all day. That's what I mean by commit. Give it, you know what I'm saying? Give it more than a couple meals. Sit there and truly do the plan. Whatever plan you choose. Could be keto, paleo, you go vegetarian, you can go counting calories, you can go Weight Watchers, iTrackBites, like my Fitness Pal. I mean, I know I miss, Whole30. I mean, there's so many different lifestyles you can choose. The world is your pickle. And you can pick whichever one you want to try. And maybe it'll work. Maybe you'll like it. Maybe it'll, it'll inspire you. Maybe you'll hate it. Maybe you won't do well. Maybe you'll get frustrated. The dog wants to come up. But whatever you do, I want you to give it your all. I don't want you to try for 2 seconds. I want you to sit there and I want you to try. Come on. I'm going to bring him up. Oh my goodness. With a bum leg. There he is. There he is. Yes. I want you to try for more than 5 minutes. I want you to sit there and it might not always be wonderful and beautiful and great. It might be hard and you might struggle and you might be sad sometimes. I cried. We go over this a million times. I cried on my first week of Weight Watchers. Sit over here. No. He wants to jump on behind the couch. He's like a cat. Come here. You can't go up there. But I want you to try. And I think you owe it to yourself to give it more. You know what I'm saying? You can't make a lifestyle change. Oh, I can't. Sorry about that. He was going to jump on the... It's like worse than a child, because a child, I think, will listen. Where dogs, they're animals. And they don't reason, so... Now I lost my mojo. Where was I? Oh, commit. Commit to something. Commit to something for more than 5 minutes. Commit to something when you don't always see the results you want on the scale and you're still going to continue. That's hard. I'm not going to say that's easy, because it's not. If we don't get the results we want, we think we failed. We think the plan doesn't work. You're not always going to see results on the scale every week. I'll inform you of that if you didn't know that already. Not every week are you going to get the results that you want. I mean, and we love to see that. That is what propels us to the next day, the next week. We've gotten that satisfaction. That scale gave me what I wanted. And this plan works. But if the scale doesn't give you what you want, the plan fails and you're a loser and I can't do this and this is not worth it. I've said all these things. So I know from whence I speak. So, but you can't, I know it's hard and I don't know how to put into words, sit there and say you just have to keep doing it. Eventually things catch up. They do. Might not be the time frame that we want, but they do catch up. So what I'm just trying to say is commit. Whenever you want to start, whether you want to be today, whether you want to wait till January 1st or January 4th, it's up to you. I can't pick for you. I mean, most people will say you should start immediately, but some people will be like, well, I want to have fun on New Year's Eve. Just because you're on a weight loss plan and healthy living plan doesn't mean you can't have fun and eat good stuff. I mean, there's, I'm the queen of making low point dips and dippers and stuff, and I definitely don't feel like I'm missing out on anything. And that's another thing you have to really, that's a different acronym letter, but we'll talk about a little bit that later. But you have to make things special and you have to feel like you're not missing out on anything, because then you're going to sit there and say, I'm on the stupid Weight Watchers or the stupid weight loss and I can't eat that. And I'm just miserable. You shouldn't be miserable. You shouldn't be miserable. And if you're miserable, you're doing something wrong or you're not on the right plan. I'm not sit there and say you're going to be happy all the time, because you're not. Because we're used to eating as much as we want, whenever we want, and nobody's going to tell us not to. So now we're on the idea of, you know what, the big, yeah, I can't eat that, all of that, but I can have some. It'll take you a while to get to that. You're not going to get to that overnight. I'm just getting to that. And there's some days I don't always fare well. But yeah, I will give my history. I was a huge volume eater. So unless my tummy hurt, I wasn't done eating, because I didn't have my stomach. It has to feel full. Well, lo and behold, that's meaning you're eating too much. You shouldn't your stomach shouldn't hurt, or you shouldn't feel like, oh, I'm full. Okay, I got that full feeling. That took me a while to get over, because living a life, my whole life that way. I'm 54. I didn't really get serious about weight loss until, 3 years ago, per se. I've been off on Weight Watchers a long time, but never losing a significant amount, or getting near goal. Like I would always lose like 50 pounds, and that's a lot. But when you're 270, then it brings you to like 220, 215, 210. And when you're almost, you're a little like 5'4", 5'3.5", yeah, you still have another 50, 60, 70 pounds to lose. But that's my story. And if you haven't seen my back history, if I remember to link that video, here I will. It's a good video. It tells about my journey. And I think in that video, I wasn't at goal yet. But it gives you a little bit of history. Growing up Italian, food was just part of our life. And it was a knife, the fork, and the bread. Can you feel me on that one? So I like bread. I like carbs. That's why I know I'm a carb girl, and carbs have to be involved in my life somehow. It just has to be, because it's my history. It's my birthright. I'm going to have to find a way to eat bread, and you can fit it in. You just have to work. I say this all the time. Work. Think. Prepare. Like, you don't even have to plan meals. You just have to plan your day. Like, sometimes if you know what you're going to have for dinner, which is big, to me, it's my biggest meal, so I know how many points I need, so then I can plan lunch and breakfast, because I know I need 12 points for dinner. I need 14 points for dinner, so I know what I need to do for the rest of the day. So if you can start with knowing what you're going to eat for dinner, and then split up the rest of your points for the other 2 meals and snacks, you're a winner. I am currently on the blue plan. I transitioned from the purple, so I'm now on blue, so I get 23 points a day, and I took off my maintenance points. Hard as that was, I've been on maintenance. It'll be a year and a couple of weeks that I've been on maintenance, and I've maintained. It's been good, and I put on some pounds over Christmas. So I'm back in weight loss mode, and I'm going to hit the green plan next week. But I tried transition to blue this week, and then I'll transition to green next week. So I haven't been on green since 2017 when it was Smart Points. So I do remember. I gotta get my egg whites. Yes, egg whites. And I have to watch my starchy vegetables. But I don't eat that much to really be that concerned. I'm always been a lean protein eater anyway, so I just have to count it. And if I actually go back in my tracker and look, I really didn't eat that much 0 point foods to really be. I kept thinking, oh my God, how can I do green? I have to count my chicken and my eggs and my yogurt. Well, I don't eat that much of it anyway, so truth be told. So I should be okay. You guys will see, I will see, and we'll see how it goes, because this girl needs to get I want to get definitely 8 pounds off. Might try for 10. Don't know if that's in the cards right now, but we'll definitely get 8 pounds off. And you're going to help me do it, and we're going to do it together. Why? Because we're committing. We're committing to sticking to the plan. I'm going to stick to this green plan for at least, I'm going to commit for a month. I am. I'm going to see how I do. And if things are still going well and I'm not then I'll continue. If I'm finding I'm struggling, I'm going over points. But you know, here's the thing. If I'm going over points and I'm still losing, I still think that's a win, because I do have 28 weeklies. And remember, your weeklies are meant to be used. They're not meant to be, you know, put on a shelf and just stared at. If you need them, use them. Please don't go sit there and do without because you feel you don't want to use your weeklies. They're there. They were put in there to be used. That's how Weight Watchers designed it. They didn't design it for us not to eat them. But you will hear a lot of people that don't eat them. And I think because they never did. So if you've never ate them prior and you try to, yeah, maybe you might go into yourself a little difficulties. But say hi, Bailey. He's a good boy. So yeah, so C, commit. Who's committing with me? I want to see a raise of hands. And I thank you for joining me today. Ooh. And I hope you enjoy these. Tomorrow will be A. Give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already subscribed. There's a subscribe button. I highly recommend you subscribe and hit that notification bell. If you know anybody that needs to recommit and needs some guidance and some support and some inspiration, there's a share button down there. Hit share. It gives you the link. Share the link with them. All welcome here on Dish with D. Have a wonderful day. We will dish tomorrow. Bye, folks.